Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Dutchman Plays Mahjong Soul. We're going to dive right into our 4-player South. And it is Sunday. It's time to do some recordings. We had a pretty good week. I have a fruit fly in my room, so if you hear me clapping, I'm not excited about winning or anything like that. I'm just trying to kill this SOB. Anyways, we greet our opponents with a nice hearty, hey, how you doing? We got a South in our hand, a white dragon. People are awake, they're alive. Our opponents have a pulse, a very strange thing in a Mahjong match. Anyways, this is not a Chitoitsu hand, this is not 7 pairs. Fans of the channel know that that hand sucks. This is instead perhaps a Rian Peiko or something even sillier than that. But either way, got a double-sided 7-8 weight, got 3s and 4s already paired up, a 4 or 5 looking for a 3 and a 6, which is really rough because the 3s are now gone the way of the dodo. There goes the white dragon as well, we'll pop that out of our hand. The 2 is better than the 7 just because the 2 accepts the 3, which is the Dora. We also have Tanyao chances, all simples. Everything is currently from 2 through 8. I got a story to tell you, chat. As, well, there we go. Drop the 2. As everyone knows, YouTubers, VTubers, content creators, we all hate going outside. But today, of my own volition, I actually left the house. I went to go do chores that I didn't have to do, but I was on a mission. I was on a mission to find a book, chat. And you might be wondering what kind of book could be so awesome as to pull a living human being out of his den. I think I'm going to drop the 7s here. Give me a second to think. What do I think about 3s and 4s? I don't like the 3-6. Do I drop this sequence? But yeah, so I'm going to drop this sequence and we'll continue this story. I was at Target a week ago. I was picking up a bunch of miscellaneous things. And when you think about, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna drop this red 5 before it gets more dangerous. When you think about, where can I go to find a bunch of miscellaneous things? I needed windshield wipers, I needed lunch boxes, a whole mess of random stuff was on my to-get list last week. So I went to Target, and I found everything I was looking for. As I'm walking around, as I'm on the line to check out, I look over at the book section, the ones that are just stationed up at the front, and I see a book that catches my eye. At the time, I did not remember what the title of the book was. I took a picture of it, I swear to God I did. I took a picture of this book because I read the title, it caught my eye. It sounded like something I would read. Why did you con that? Can you not? Can you actually not? Do I pawn this and get Tenpai? Chi the 6 maybe? I think I have to Chi the 6 here. I can't. That's safe. That's fine. So anyways, I took a picture of this book because I read the title, I read the synopsis on the back, and I was very interested to read this book. I was going to buy it when I got home on my Kindle, because I prefer ebooks to regular books. The problem was, as I found out just the other day, I was at work, I went to show my buddy the picture and be like, hey, look at this book I found, this thing is going to be fire when I read it. And there was nothing in my phone. Just literally nothing. No pictures, no backup data. Literally nothing. I never even saw this book, apparently. At least not with my 2 eyes. And so today comes around, right? I'm desperate for this book. I spent all day at work. Let me correct that. I spent half of my day at work scrolling through Target's book selection online to try and find this title that I had seen. just by looking at covers and reading synopsises and trying to match what was in my memory for this book. I couldn't find it, unsurprisingly. Target has over like maybe 1,000 books listed online. To try and just find them by looking through even the bestsellers, top to bottom, an insane task. It's a needle in a haystack. Totally impossible, top to bottom. But I really wanted to read this book, so I made the commitment. I'm probably not going to give you a half flush. I'm already down in points. I made the commitment this week. I said, you know what? You want to read this? You want to know what this is called even? You're going to have to go and find it. I'm like, alright, I can do that. I don't mind going to Target. We're also running low on candy. We bought a bag of candy for the trick-or-treaters, and me and my roommate have just been going to town on it. It's really, really in bad shape. And it's not even halfway to Halloween yet. But anyways, so we pick up some more candy. We get to the front of the Target, and I look over and I find the book. I find the very exact book I was looking for. It was still there. Perhaps unsurprisingly. I mean, America, not known for reading as much as they should, perhaps. But I find the book right where I left it. I turned the synopsis over. It's exactly as I remembered it being. And I was so happy. Do I drop all my dots? I think I do. Because not only did I not waste a trip, but one, I was correct, which is always, you know, the best feeling in the world. But also, this book is real. I didn't make it up in my head. And it does sound like a really fun book to read. In fact, maybe I'll pull it up after this hand is over. I can show it to you. By show it to you, I mean read it to you. Threes and reds, huh? Yeah, I'll take that. The 3 got discarded. It's safe. I think we can win this one. And this gives me a good time to go grab that book. It's over here. So the book was called... Not the 4! The book is called Starbringer by Tracy Wolff with 2 F's, because of course. And let me read the synopsis to you. 7 strangers, 1 stolen ship, and the whole universe on their ass. As cruise goes, we're a goddamn disaster. A princess, a priestess, a bodyguard, a prisoner, a Connors, a goofball, and me, self-appointed asshole in charge of them all. It's a recipe for catastrophe, but we're just going to have to figure out how to make it work, because I'm not walking away from this ship until we rescue my best friend from a fate worse than death. I think I figured it out, Ian, Beckett says to me from the pilot seat. You ready to turn? Instinct has me grabbing hold of the nearest chair, and it's a good fucking thing, because the next minute the starlight is spinning madly around. We're in a full-out flat spin, one I don't know if we'll be able to recover from. I try to turn around, try to see if Princess is okay, but we're spinning, 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 and the force is too great for me to even turn my head. The screaming gets louder, but over it I hear another sound. It's Beckett, and she's fucking laughing. That's when I know for sure that we're doomed. That's what I read at the store, and I was like, that sounds like the best damn sci-fi book I've ever read. And I'm so glad I went to find this book again. I'm so glad I've got a hardcover copy. I wish I could have gotten it in paperback, but I definitely want to share this with some of my friends. Once again, Starbringer by Tracy Wolff. I think this is going to be a very fun read. And if any of you want to read it, let me know what you think. If you find it somewhere, you pick it up and try it on your own. I'm a pretty fast reader when it comes to reading, but unfortunately I don't like the paper medium. What do? Drop the 4, drop the 6. You dropped the 6, right? Now you got a double-sided 3-4, looking for 2s and 5s. You throw the Apeco away, and we do need points. But it's a south game. We got plenty of time. Drop the 4, making the 2s the pair. Looking for 2 for 2 5 2 5. And there we go. It all pays off immediately. Ipatsu! Give it to me! Reach Ipatsu Dora 1. Come on. Reach Pinfu Ipatsu Dora 1. Tanyao! This is a Mangan, baby. But paper medium. Sumo! Let's go! Paper medium just slows me down. I really love the convenience of the ebook. I love being able to look up words as I'm reading. I love being able to have my page memorized for me so I don't have to flip through pages. I don't have to dog ear. I don't have to own a bookmark. It's just there. It's the computer just remembers what page you were on. It's that simple. It's backlit, so you don't strain your eyes if you're reading at night. I truly, truly do love my ebook, and it's transformed the way that I read. Drop the North. Maybe the 8 would have been better. Anyways, I'm done talking about books that I found at the store that really captured my interest. Let's get back to the Mahjong. We had a very lucky hand that kind of brought us back from the brink of death. Do I drop the 1 right away? Or the 8 first? I think the 8 comes first. No, drop the 1. Let's drop the 1 here. I don't know if that was the right move. But I'm thinking of dropping the 1-3 next. So we force the Dora. Okay, perfect. Now I've got double-sided. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dropping 8, dropping 3. Okay, so it all ended up roughly where we thought it would. Dropping the 8 and the 3 were the other choices against the 1 and the 1 of bamboo. So having that come out to be the end result is just kind of confirmation that we were doing the right thing anyways. Double-sided, drop the 6. We're gonna force the 7 and keep the Dora. We can't steal anything, unfortunately. Drop the 3 from our hand so it looks like we're still building. And we are. But they don't know that. There's 1, 5. There's our 7. Drop the 6. We don't even want to play with fate on that one. And now we have a double-double. Looking for 4, 7, 2, 5 in the dots. 1, 5. 1, 4. There go all the 2s. I don't think that matters too much. Let's drop our final 3 because it's kind of scary over there. It looks like a toy hand, so anything that they've already discarded, Suji ain't gonna work. I don't like the 6 against that hand. I could push a 5, I can drop my 2s safely. Let's drop our 2s. And then probably drop our Dora. We'll let someone else get hit here. Didn't even have to play. Didn't even have to get in there. Rip and pepperonis. That's a huge one. Mangan, when everything is perfectly balanced, that's brutal. But you've seen how lucky you can get to bring it back. We were in that exact position. We fought our way back into second. Now we're in second again. 1, 2, 3, 4 is kind of rough. The east does nothing for us, neither did the north. East should have technically gone first. The 9 is also extremely useless in our hand. We already have a 6, 7. The 9 does nothing. The lonely red is also weak. The 9 might be weaker. Eight is Dora. I'm gonna drop the red first. So I've got an extra tile here in the dots. I've got an extra tile here in the characters. The 6-7 picks up the 8. Why would you keep the 9 here? Stop messing around. There we go. So terminal weight. Double inside weight. We now have a double inside weight again. Let's drop the 1. Double-sided weight, not double inside. That's what we call our, well, our double inside weight. I don't know what I was trying to go for there. I don't want another pair. I can drop the 4 and keep the 5s. I don't like either of them. Do I drop the 1 too? And see what happens? 1, 2 are pretty dead. Let's see what happens on the bamboo. The 9 of dots is useless. We'll throw it right away. There's 2 1s over here and there are 2 of characters. That's why I dropped the 1, 2. I don't think anybody is Tempai that I need to worry about the 2 or the 3 or the 4. But I felt like these would be better for building, and that lets me drop the 3. Now I've got the 1, 2, 3, the 3, 4, 5. That's all I needed to see. The 2 is going to come out safely, and then I have the double-sided and the terminal weight still. So nothing changed, but we did have a very wide acceptance. We also could have picked up a 3 of dots. I think even a 4 of dots would have fit into our hand. The 5 came, which we wanted, and we were able to drop the 3 and kind of make normal stuff happen. Inside over terminal weight. Yeah. You throw the 8, you throw the 9. Now we have an inside on the 3. And if we draw 6, we can do something fancy. 9 is safe to the left. So we're not worried about that. Ooh, that's some good BGM. Let me shut up for a second. Can I turn this up? The 3's in their discard. That's gotta be one of the new tracks. That is so sick. I actually want that now. I don't know if I'm gonna fish for it, but that is so good. The 2's are safe as well. We'll drop that. Would we throw a Ricci against this Ricci? Probably not. It's gotta be dots, right? Yeah. Inside weight on the 6. Tsuji would not have worked. I had the 9, I had the 3. Hopefully I wouldn't have tried to push Tsuji against that, but who knows. As a dealer sumo, so everyone gets hit equally. Drop our north, then our white, then our red. 1, 3, 7, 7, 9. 6, 7, and a 3, 4. The 9 is going to get dropped out. The 3 hopefully will pick something up. The red and the white are both singled out honors. They do nothing for us. We find a 1 in the pairs. We find a pair in the 1s. The 3 is now kind of superfluous. Or maybe the 9 is extra. Who knows? The 9 of... Ooh, that's beautiful. Let's drop our white first. There's definitely a floating 7, but there's also a weak 9. I think the 9 goes first. A 7 can do something more than the 9 can. And that's what the AI has taught me. If I draw a 6, if I draw a 5, even an 8 or a 9, I'd want to keep it over here than over this 9 here. We can't open our hand. 6 immediately comes, justifying everything I just said. We have a 6-7 now. The 9 goes away. Our 6-7 is still as strong as it was. Double-sided, double-sided, double-sided. Completed shape. Drop the 3, drop the 3. This is Ricci Pinfu. We cannot open. 9 does nothing. 6-7 is our shape. A 9 does not add anything to that. We could have looked for any Peiko, but there's an 8 over here. That would have been a very stupid weight. And by stupid, I mean inefficient. I'm not trying to say that anybody's playstyle is wrong, because I'm certainly not an expert at this game. All I'm trying to say is that you gotta make the best move that you're given. The 3 goes first. Although 3 of characters I think is more dangerous, but there's a possibility we connected to the 2 still. The 3 of dots was completely floating. And we have a flex pair in the 4s if we were to draw a 2 of characters right now. A 4. Nope, sorry, that ship has sailed. I'm gonna turn off steals. We're too far from like an open hand. We're not gonna get there. There's a 2 of characters. Do I drop the 3 right now? Yes. The green is going to be safe later. The 3 was dangerous eventually. Neither of these 2 players are dropping any characters. There is 1, 2 gone, which left us with 3. It's not very probable we would have drawn the other. There's also 2 8s. 2 2s and a 5. Even our 3 4 is getting kind of weak. I'm gonna push the 7 first. Oh, I hit my mic. By hit my mic, I mean I hit my pop filter. The tiny little piece of plastic that sits in front of the microphone and prevents my P sounds from popping into the perception of parabolic viewership. I don't know. Anyways, it stops the plosives, which is actually a word. Plosives is when you use like P sounds and I think even B sounds and like Ks. Anything where you'd be like spitting from your mouth into the microphone, it reduces those. So you, the viewer, will hear just lovely English sounds. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, right? Anyways, we found like the shape and the characters here. I don't like the 4 at this point. I think it's a spicy tile. It'd be safe to the right. They got 1s and 7s. This player could be waiting on 1 and 4. This player could be waiting on 1 and 4. I see a lot of 5s and a lot of 2s, but no 3s and no 6s. Do we bail wholesale? There's another 1. I don't think anybody can have the 3 5 waiting on the 4, given how many tiles are out there. Are they on a pair wait for the 4s? I don't think that's right either. But there's no other tiles left in the game. We've discarded everything. Whites are safe. The 3s have got to be more dangerous than the 4s do. But the 6 passes, what? It was 3s and 4s. Wow! Pair wait for both of them. These players suck. I hate this table. This is not a friendly table at all. These are vampires out for blood. This is a brutal table. Y'all, these folks woke up and chose violence. And they chose violence against me. I do not deserve this. I dropped the 7 there thinking maybe an Itsu will happen, a full straight. I'm looking for an 8, a 4, and a 2. But that's a long shot. I've already got a 5, 6, 7 already completed. I'd rather just draw the 2 here, drop the 9, maybe even Sanchoku, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, then the 6s are my pair. Dropping 8, dropping 9. That's way more efficient. That's 2 tiles instead of 1. Or 2 tiles instead of 3. Yeah, that's how math works. We're gonna drop our 7 again. And the 9 is our weakest if we don't draw an 8 or a 4 or a 2. If we draw the 4, that would honestly be the worst because it leaves both of our options open. The 1, 2, 3, the 1, 2, 3 still alive. I look around the table real quick. I don't see any 3 of characters. I don't see any 3 of dots. I don't see any 2 of bamboos. So Sanchoku is still completely alive. The Itsu is still completely alive. The full straight. It's just a tough hand. There comes a 9. There's 2 9s out there. Another 8. I'm gonna drop the 8. I'm gonna drop the 8. No matter which pattern we picked, the 8 was never gonna be part of it. Five. The no fear 5. The 1 is safe to the left. The 6 gets cheed. Drop the 1 of birds first. Tanya to the left, so let's defend against that. We'll keep dropping our birds. We'll drop our 9. And probably the 3 as well at this point. They did pull one from the inside. Let's try and push another 3. Alright, it succeeded. These players can fight against each other. I don't care. This is gonna be funny. We're gonna let them duke it out. 1 and 2. The 2 I think is safe against the Ricci. I don't think the 1 technically is. 2 of dots is guaranteed safe to both. White dragon, probably safe. We need to watch their hand very carefully. The 3 came out. Don't do it. Don't do it, you naughty dog. Oh man, 1s and 4s. I don't know what you were waiting for. At the end of the day, we're not in last, so we're still in a winning position. The Easts are nothing to us, though. Drop our green, drop our red. The 3 is Dora. That's very nice to see. The East would have to be a Pinfu pair. The 7 does nothing. I'd rather keep the 3. I can't take that. It does nothing for us. Oh, now we got pairs of 2s and 6s surrounding the 4. The 3s I can drop pretty easily. And I've got pairs in the 3s and 5s. The 2s are 6s and 5s. These shapes are flexible is what I meant to say. I definitely want to incorporate Dora. So we'll drop out our valueless Easts. I don't need this many pairs. And I really want to keep the Dora. So what are you doing to me, game? You pwn the 4s. You pwn the 4s. I have the last 4 then. I got a pwn, I got a pair. So something's got to happen here. And how long am I going to hold this Dora for? I think it's very dangerous against the hand to the left. That could be Toy Toy Dora 3. Or 2 if I let them sumo. Always watch out for these pwn hands, especially when the Dora is not on the table. I'm hovering over it. You can see all the Dora on the table at the moment. There are 0. I have 1 in my hand. This guy could have a pair. If he roams my 3, it's Toy Toy for 2, Dora 3. Very, very scary. I can counter Toy Toy, but I'm still going to have to drop that Dora. I don't like that idea. I'm going to drop my 9 back out of my hand. And I'll drop 2s before I play this 3 into that hand. The 2s are safe to the left. Ah! 3s. I'll take that. Pair weight on the Dora. If I draw it, I'm not going to discard it. I think this guy might have a pair. So I either deny him or I win off of him. That's my logic there. It's a very bad weight. It's a one-sided pair weight. It's the worst weight in the world. 3 tiles exist in the game. They're Dora. People are hanging on to them, trying to make them use. The 4 is the most obvious I'm hanging on to a pair of Dora I've ever seen. If this isn't a smoking gun that this guy has a pair of Dora, I don't know what is. I don't know anything about Mahjong if this guy does not have a pair of Dora. But I also have a pair of Dora if I win. So whatever, no matter what you do, it's a duel. I'm not worried about 4s, I'm not worried about 5s, I'm not worried about 2s or 1s. Whoever gets the Dora first wins. Or we double roam someone if they're dumb enough to drop it. That'd be funny too. Not worried about 3 bamboo. I don't care. It's all about that Dora, baby. You know we're fighting for the same tile. You know we are. Don't sumo! Come on! Good. He stood his ground. No! Come on! Really? That's BS. They chose Dora 1 instead of Dora 3. I think that's a mistake on their part. South is 1's cut. We're gonna drop this first. It's South 4, but we're only 1,000 away from passing into second place or third place there, so 1,000 point hand is perfectly fine. It doesn't matter who we hit it off of. West has been 1's cut. We can go ahead and drop that out. I don't think you need the red. Um, 1,000 points wouldn't do it, would it? Hold on. That's the last East. This is first East. So yeah, we would actually lose out on head bump if we tied this player. And we would get 4th. I actually do have to be strategic here. I need to hit this player for 1,000, or I hit anybody for 1,300. So Fu is gonna matter. That's rough. Richidora 1 is going to lock it in. Then I can hit anybody. So let's keep our hands in our pockets. Let's not push too crazy on anything. We're not gonna open. I dropped the 2 here because this is my pair. Sequence, 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 dropping the 2. You could argue this is a 2-3 and a 4-5, and I think that might have been more powerful than a 2. But the problem I had in my head was drawing the second 2 gave me 2 pairs, the 2s and the 5s, and I didn't like that idea. That might be the wrong idea, but I didn't like that idea. And we immediately backfire by drawing the 6, which is just the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But I only have myself to blame, so whatever. The 3 is safe to the left. We can drop this out, keep our sequence as it is. Drop the 8. Doesn't connect to anything we have. We're playing the fly box style when we don't have the shapes we need. Please stop drawing tiles. I'll try the 2. It might be bad now. It passes. It's an obvious Honitsu to the left. Dots are bad. Nines are safe, 3s are safe, 6s are safe. I need a 3 of bamboo. And that's the end of the game. That'll do it. Would we have been Tenpai with a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Dropping 1, 2? I think we would have. Nobody's above 30. Okay, that's interesting. That means that this works. If nobody's above 30, us winning is not going to put anybody above 30. So we can take that white, have our Yaku. The south is only valuable to us and it's once cut, so we can drop that next. Then the red. And we'll steal everything we can to try to make a pair weight on the Dora. It's sudden death until somebody breaks 30. So as long as I win or this guy wins, we have a chance. If either of these two win, it's probably going to end the game though. I gotta drop this green. It's holding me back. But I need something in these dots. Uh-huh. That's too greedy though for that player. The 1 doesn't do anything for us. The 1 still doesn't do anything for us. I really need a tile that works. Please don't. 3 1s in a row. The 7 is safe. Come on! Please hit him hard enough to make him 4th. I don't know if that's gonna do it, my friend. Oh, you did! You beautiful bastard! Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're gonna roan someone except me, at least have the decency to knock them into 4th. That's all I'm asking. Thank you, thank you. What a wonderful game of Mahjong. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like and subscribe button. It really helps small channels like this one grow and reach a wider audience. And I hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening. Goodbye.